Module Overview. This module delves into the theoretical and conceptual frameworks that form the backbone of curriculum design, offering a systematic exploration of how curricula are conceptualized, developed, structured, and evaluated. Curriculum design is not a random or spontaneous act, but a deliberate, theory-driven process that incorporates a diverse range of models and approaches, each influenced by pedagogical philosophies, sociocultural realities, your needs, and systemic priorities. The aim of this module is to provide you with a critical and advanced understanding of various curriculum theories, design models, and development approaches. This includes technical scientific models, non-technical humanistic approaches, cyclical and linear frameworks, as well as more contemporary and eclectic paradigms that inform modern educational reforms globally. Key areas covered in Module 3. 3.1 Understanding Curriculum Theory. Curriculum theory is the academic discipline that interrogates what knowledge is most valuable, who decides what should be taught, how should content be selected, sequenced, and assessed, what counts as a legitimate learning experience. It provides normative, descriptive, and critical perspectives on how education should be structured and delivered. Major orientations include normative theories, what should be taught; descriptive theories, what is being taught and how; critical theories, who benefits from what is taught and who is excluded. 3.2 Curriculum Models. Definitions and relevance. A curriculum model serves as a blueprint or structure that guides educators in planning, implementing, and evaluating curricula. It clarifies, learning goals, content organization, sequencing. Instructional strategies, assessment methods. Models bring order, consistency, and strategic alignment to curriculum design, ensuring it meets its educational purposes. 3.3 Major Curriculum Models 1. The Tyler Model, 1949. Objective Model, developed by Ralph Tyler, based on 4 guiding questions. What educational purposes should the school seek to attain? What learning experiences can be provided to attain these purposes? How can these experiences be effectively organized? How can we determine whether these purposes are being attained? Strengths: logical and systematic. Emphasizes clear objectives and measurable outcomes. Limitations: overly linear. Neglects your input and social context. Second Taba Model, 1962. Grassroots or inductive model, developed by Hilda Taba. Curriculum should be designed by teachers, not imposed from above. Emphasizes diagnosing your needs, formulating objectives, selecting content, organizing content, choosing learning experiences, and evaluating outcomes. Strengths: democratic and participatory. Adaptable to local contexts. Limitations: time-consuming. May lack standardization. 3. Wheeler's Model, 1967. Cyclical in nature, unlike Tyler's linear structure. 5 interrelated phases: aims, goals, and objectives. Selection of learning experiences. Selection of content. Organization of content and learning experiences. Evaluation strengths. Acknowledges feedback loops. Promotes ongoing revision. Limitations. Still technical in orientation. 4. Kerr's Model, 1968. Builds upon Wheeler's ideas. Emphasizes 4 interrelated domains. Objectives. Learning experiences. Content. Evaluation. Strengths. Focuses on interdependence between curriculum components. Limitations. Assumes rational decision-making, not always feasible in practice. 5. The Saylor, Alexander, and Lewis Model, 1974. Views curriculum development as a comprehensive system. Components. Goals. Objectives. Curriculum design. Instruction point. Evaluation. Feedback and revision. Strengths. Emphasizes continuous improvement. Limitations. Complex to implement. 3.4 Approaches to curriculum design. A. Subject-centered approach. Content is organized around disciplines, math, history, science, traditional and still widely used, emphasis on academic rigor, criticized for being teacher-centered and rigid. B. Learner-centered approach. Prioritizes the needs, interests, and developmental stages of you. Draws on humanistic psychology and constructivism. Encourages exploration, creativity, and autonomy. Can be difficult to assess and manage in large classrooms. C. Problem-centered approach curriculum structured around real-life problems and interdisciplinary themes. Encourages critical thinking, inquiry, and application. Supports 21st century competencies. Demands skilled facilitation and flexibility. D. Integrated curriculum approach. Breaks boundaries between subjects. Thematic units combine various disciplines. Promotes holistic learning and connections across knowledge areas. 3.5 Contemporary and alternative models. Backward design model, Wiggins and McTee. Start with desired outcomes, then plan instruction. Competency-based curriculum, CBC. Focus on mastering specific skills or competencies. Outcome-based education, OBE. Learning structured around clearly defined outcomes. Decolonized indigenous curriculum models, reclaiming local knowledge, oral histories, and spiritual cultural foundations. Learning outcomes for Module 3. By the end of this module, you should be able to define and differentiate curriculum theories and models, critically examine key curriculum models and their theoretical foundations, analyze various curriculum design approaches and their applicability, assess the relevance and limitations of different models in local and global contexts, apply theoretical frameworks to design or evaluate real-life curricula.